Welcome back to Norcar Whitetails. It's the 15th of August, and I've had a nice cool snap here the last 4 or 5 days. It's been really nice till about noon every day, and cool in the evenings. Been hanging tree stands or moving ladder stands and prepping stand sites and putting out corn and cameras. Getting prepped for bow season, and we'll carry on, fall through the whole end of the season. It'll kick off here the 10th of September, and it'll run all the way to January 1st or 2nd, depending on how it falls on a Saturday. But I had a busy week last week, trying to catch up. Over at Joseph's, and then spraying with Derek. Man, that farm, Joseph's farm, looks so good. His ideas and thoughts of when he bought that place, what he wanted to do with it, he's a genius. Well, brother, Jace Tyler's a genius too. I must have got the dumb gene. I keep smart people around me. That makes me look better. But it's been really good. I've been seeing deer every day, and I can't ever remember doing this much early season scouting, and some of it by default, just because I'm out in the fields, in a tractor late in the evening, and I'm noticing things that I didn't always know. I didn't notice, the last few years. I mean, it took me a while to figure it out just by running cameras to pattern them, but it's been a lot easier this year. But man, we were messing around the other day, and Devin turned my channel on, and he said, "Daddy, you got 200 subscribers." And I said, "Are you serious, man?" He said, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, but I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that subscribed." As of now, my channel won't be monotonized. I don't do this for money. I got a nice little YouTube community, and some of the people who I watch and comment on, they watch and comment on my stuff, and there's some other channels too, that I watch a lot and I comment on. Sometimes they don't reach back, and that's cool. It's not meant for that, but the one thing I want to add before I shut off and put through the rest of the video is, I said last year at the end of the season that I mismanaged what I thought we needed to take out of here last year for doe wise. I was on right in the thought that I thought we mismanaged it, because we did. I did. There's so many does here. I told Ace, I said, it's probably going to come to you stamping all 4 ears and me stamping all 4 of mine. I said, we might be back to where it's healthy. I got a picture of a deer that was born. I just pulled one camera, and I don't know what happened. He's a young spike. I mean, he's still in velvet, and his antlers ain't but about 3 or 4 inches long, which is rare here. Most of the time, the first year of spikes, they're at least 10 inches long. And his body, it looked healthy, but he's got some kind of growth on the inside of his leg. And I kid you not, his eyeball is hanging out of his head. It's growing out, or he got injured. I was like, man, he'll walk out in front of me. I won't wind up having to put a buck tag on him, but I told Ace, I said, I don't think that's genetic. But there's a lot of deer here. If you got so many does, you worry about inbreeding and all that, which will hurt the genetics. But I ain't no deer biologist, but I've been doing this my whole life. Well, we're going to try to make a week of it. So please like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for visiting us here at Norcar Whitetails. Stay tuned. Season's right around the corner. Walking into the west buddy stand. It's the edge of the field. Set back in about 70 yards from the field, 60, 70 yards. This has been a really good spot. Baby dog killed 2 over here last year out of this stand, and both with a crossbow. She shot another one over here with a rifle. We never could find it. And then Jace Tyler killed a little crack rack over here. Man, they're over here tearing the ground up. Ain't been no minerals or feed here in 6, 7 months. Look at that. Well, they ain't pawing it too bad, but well, there's the stand. The cushion, I took the cushion out and hung it over the ladder rail. I usually loosen the straps up for the season because the trees will grow. You come and check on it, see if it's snugged up at all. I'm gonna probably have to do some adjusting, but that's it. It's the West Buddy stand. Well, I just got done checking out this buddy stand over here, the West Buddy stand. Across the field over here is the West Deck stand, which we predominantly use for rifle hunting. It overlooks this bottom. I'll flip the camera around and show y'all, but the puller's already been going through the fields and starting to pull the bottom thirds of the plants right now. The tobacco's looking really good. And the beans are growing too. But I'm gonna flip the phone around, the camera around and show y'all. It's a pretty big field. So straight out that way at that point is where the West Deck stand is, and it kind of gradually goes downhill down here to this bottom. And of course, during gun season, you know, all where tobacco's sitting at right now will be cut out this year, and we'll go back in behind it, get the pH balance right. We'll be putting in winter wheat where all the tobacco's planted at right now. So it's a process. We're gonna ride around. I'm gonna go up the other side. I'm gonna cross the road, go to the other side of the farm over here, and go check another deck stand that I got. I got a shooting reel I'm gonna put on it and check where I'm gonna move one of these ladder stands in a small field. I've been doing some early season scouting, and because I'm out here so much on the tractors. You know, I'm home now, so I'm here a lot. I'm seeing more deer activity and like catching them in the evenings where they seem to be congregating at. But I'll show you when I get over there. There's a little bean field. It's really, I like it too. It's kind of secluded. But the first time I ever hunted over here at this farm before we bought the house over here, like 6 does come out of me in that field. It was a late December hunt. I was meat hunting. I shot 2 of them. But so come on, go with us. So I'm getting ready to turn off the farm right here, and this block of woods is what runs all the way back from the West Deck stand to kind of orientate you from the road. This road right here runs right down the middle of the farm, north to south. So this side over here is the east side, and that side over there is the west side. But down here along this cutover right here, I got another stand. It's in the bottom down here. I hunted a lot of last year, and we'll get around to checking that one out too. But I'm going to show you all this little bean field where I'm going to put a ladder stand up for baby doll. Check it out here. Well, I done peeled 2 ticks off of me already, and I sprayed down before I got out of my truck over there at the other stand. This is a small. It's a small lure field. I mean, it's about, I think, 3 acres in total, but it comes to a choke point down over here. Deer down there right now? No. Sit here and show you it down through there. the field gets really narrow and it's a choke point, and it opens up to another little half-acre field, and it's more secluded. And deer they just feel safer over there, and they come out of all these cut pines over here, which is natural bedding area for them, and they just come out and annihilate the beans stuff. But I'm gonna put some feed out there and a camera next week. But over there right in this area right here where these trees are, I'm gonna put a ladder stand for Baby Doll, and that'll give her approximately, like, almost any shot over there would be less than 45 yards, and it'll be a hot area for her too. And there's more antlers over here running around, so I'd like her to get one early season and get it out of her hair. But you know, that's hunting. So we'll run over here and check out this deck stand that's on the other side of this cutover. So give me just a sec. You call this the little honey pot little deck stand. I'll get up here and show you the view, but it kind of pitches downhill over here a little bit down to this pond. You can see the pond down there, and then everything that you can't see past the hardwood trees is all pines. We're on the other side of that bean field. So naturally, you know, they can come out here and feed, or in the bean field and feed if they want to come over here and get water, and they're going to travel right through here. If you're covering both sides, you know, more than likely, me and Joseph have done that a bunch of times, and it always produces, and always kills something. So let me jump up here and show you all the view. So I've seen him come out here and mill about out here around in front of me, like right out in here, and it'll produce, you know, 30, 35 yard shots. I mean, you know, I won't shoot more than 40 with a crossbow, even though I'm good with it, but it's very possible. You know, you got a shooting wrist right here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll put another shooting rail right here, not just so much to shoot off of, but just so I can hang another piece of netting there to kind of break up the outline. So late season last year, I was hunting here, and I wasn't even expecting to have a deer coming from the right of me over here, and walked right down the right side of this little ditch by the pond and looked over at me and saw me. He didn't win me or nothing. He just looked at me. He wasn't very big, but they can surprise you. That's what I do. I'll show you when I get done. You know, some of these boards, these are cut at the middle. It's hardwood flooring. But yeah, just put that frame rail up. Basically, like I said, it's just more for me to hang some more netting there. And I can get up here with Aislinn, Baby Doll, or Doc, and hunt 2 people here. Mid-December last year, if you look through the woods there, I got an old bill stand right there. And nice deer, one we had on camera. So this is why we were over here. He come out right over to the right of these 3 red oaks right here. He came to the right here, and he walked to the left, and when Aislinn got right with the rifle, he turned and started walking right back behind that to that other stand with this, showing us his ass. And Aislinn could see him good, but I wasn't about to let her launch a Texas dirty shot up his butt. I don't do that. Try and teach you the right way. If you can't make that clean kill an animal like that, like, you don't wound. I didn't want her to wound, so I'm trying to teach you the right way, but she was kind of aggravated at me. She couldn't let him shoot. I wouldn't let her shoot because he was pretty close, but still a fantastic encounter. It got her hard up in her throat, so, you know, it ain't always about killing. I just love being out here in the woods. And I get excited this time of year. I get restless. I lay in bed at night and I think, like, strategies. I'm consumed with it. Sometimes it's a blessing and sometimes it's a curse. That's pretty much all I'm going to do today. Next weekend, through the week, this coming week, I'll bring y'all along with me. We'll be putting out the cameras and stuff, and I'll explain what we're doing. And then carry along with the progress of how the herd's looking. When we start getting photos, I probably won't wait. I'm going to pull cards for about 10 to 12 days. Because it won't take them long to find it. I know where to put the feed and the mineral sites at. So, anyways, thanks for being here. Well, everything I need. Put the stand out from behind the house this morning. Go put it up over there in the little bean field. Let's go do it. Well, over here in the little bean field, you can see how it's a choke point right here. The big field out here, and it comes through this choke point, and it's really small. They come out in this corner right here, or there's a bunch of paths right over in here, and they always seem to congregate like right out in here off the corners. You know, deer, creatures of edge habitat, and that's what this is. But anyways, I'm going to show you all this, do a before and after. So this little triple stack right here is where I'm going to put the ladder stand. You can see it. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Right there it is. There's an old tree hook in the tree. It might have been from one of the times I've hunted it through the years. It had a stand over here. It's almost always been a climber stand. But I'm going to put a ladder stand here now for the whole season. So, I mean, this place will produce, this little field will produce early season. It'll produce all year during gun season as well, because this huge bedding area right here. Well, this is the before. I got to do some tree trimming too. Get some of these limbs out of the way. And I'll show you the after when I get done. Well, I cut that tree pretty much all the way down. Old maple's leaning over, but the stand is set. I climbed up in there and looked at it too. It's a great view. I was going to cut this limb down too. It holds like 3 or 4 big dragon limbs, but it just provides great cover because you still got a great shooting lane on that side. It's really open, and a huge one right here. And it's good to have a little bit of cover. But I'm going to go ahead and put the camera up over here in the corner, put some minerals and corn out. Another quick tip. A lot of people talk about all the time. If you hunt on private land and you constantly, like you have your own farm or something, the deer will get used to your vehicle. They'll get used to your smell. I put my hands directly on the corn and I broadcast it out. I don't like pouring it in a pile. And your scent is not as suspect to them when they smell it in their food. They don't associate your smell with food, but they're less apt to get spooked. And I've noticed it here the last like 2 years, especially last year I noticed it. But that's a real thing. Anyways, let's go ahead and put this camera up. Now that's out, I'm going to trim a few limbs over here, over by the West Buddy stand. I came over here and checked this thing yesterday, checked the straps on it, tighten them up. It's good to go. So, do a little limb trimming and be done. Well, been out here hard at it today. Just leaving the farm here, go home. Happened to catch another hog out running the yard, running the field in the middle of the beans. Derek was right up the hill there putting gas in his truck, and he said, "You get him?" I said, "Yeah, I think I took his head off." It's not too gross. But yeah, I would say I got him right in the mouth. That Savage 22-250, that thing is deadly accurate. And of course I probably can shoot pretty decent still with a rifle. I mean, not bragging. My daughter shot her first deer with that rifle. If I stay here another 5 minutes with this cloud cover coming in, I know where another one's at. He just got caught when I was leaving. Anyways, still finding critters to kill around here. Thanks for being here. barn. It's done. And it looks good. My brother Joe's getting on fool around. Doing stuff. Start doing stuff. Check that out. Man, they did a good job on this thing. We're gonna take this one back over to the other farm. Hook up the sprayer to it. I don't necessarily think we need a sprayer here, but whoops. Put this rhino in here. Same barn. Man, they did a good job on this thing. Oops. Cows are in here in the shade. Anyways, I'm about to fire up this 384. Unhook this spreader. And I'm gonna run over to the farm and hook up the new sprayer. I'll take y'all with me. Boy, I think the last time I beat it over here at Old Bacco wasn't as healthy as it is now. I've already pulled the, you can see on the bottom, I've already pulled the lower third, so. But got a storm rolling up my backside here. Some rain already behind me here on the farm. But last week I've been busy trying to catch up since I was gone last week. On vacation with the kids. Watching the news today, and this whole, I'm not gonna say her name, the girl that's in the WNBA star who thinks that she's special. Here's the fact. This is a lesson for anybody. You don't have to be a celebrity or a superstar. Universal karma is a thing. It's a real thing. The rattlesnake of universal karma will reach around and bite you around your ass cheek. You think you're going to spit all the venom out of your mouth that you did about this country, the country you live in, the country you work in, where you live, and just talk pure shit about the national anthem? I mean, you're a sports star. You're privileged. And then you're going to go to a foreign country and break their rules and expect people here in this country to come bail you out? You should run. And now we're going to make a deal. You got to watch what you say. I'm sure that woman's learned her lesson. Talk about humble pie all in the face. That pisses me off. Never mind everybody that's died for that flag. White, Mexican, Asian, Black Americans, all Americans died for that flag. And she stood up and spit on it. Said that crap she said about the national anthem and I don't even want to be out on the floor. Maybe you should stay over in Russia, in prison. Learn how to be a better person. Universal karma is a thing. Enough of my rant. Sitting here stretching my legs out. What's rain's gonna do? I'm spraying skip row. Since the lower third leaves have been pulled, I can get in here with this hooded sprayer and spray and kill the grass without hurting the plants. I got so many more acres to do to catch up. That's my rant for the day. Universal karma's a thing. Y'all stay tuned to the channel. Already prepping stands and stuff and hanging cameras, so my buddies messaged me today. He said, "Bar, we got a month. A month for bow season opens us." That's right, we do. Anyway, stay tuned. Thanks for being here. Look at there. There's 6 damn deer standing out there. We're gonna get rain. There's 2 more over here. Right in the middle of the field. Look at it running. Got a blacktail on it. Oh, they all running now. They shouldn't be too scaring me on the tractor. Well, 5 months ago, there wasn't no grass out here, was there? Little 318. Almost lost him. He got sick on us when Joseph first got him. You bounced back pretty good, little man. Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking to your son. That 318 heifer, she's crazy. Beautiful morning out here on the farm. It's nice and cool. Cut down some of these other pastures out here with the bush hog. It's kind of out of control. There's 2 of them that need done. The other one's already got. Pretty cool to see these guys all healthy. The little white bull and the little black one. We almost lost him. He got really sick on us. Joseph takes pretty good care of them. He feeds them every morning, every night before he goes to the shop. There ain't ever anything not to do when you're farming, ever. Appreciate the good Lord giving us a lot of cloud cover today, though. Let me get back to it.